So I get asked from time to time, what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong about God? What happens if there is a God and you don't believe in him? Then what? It's not that I haven't thought about this question, because of course I have. So the question, I guess, more specifically would be, if you don't believe in my God and then you're wrong, that my God is not real, you're going to burn in a lake of fire, or, your soul will be damned for all eternity, and you will suffer, for ever and ever and ever. Well, that is a possibility, although I think it's very slim, because your God, we're talking about Jesus, that God is, a fairly new creation, and that God is, there's 1,000 gods before that God, and there'll be 1,000 gods after that God, if not more. And that the possibility of that God being right, as is written in the Bible, and as is, believed by a billion people, the odds of that being true are very small. Very, very small. That would mean that everybody else before you, thousands of gods, the hundreds of billions of zillions of people that believed in other gods, were wrong. But somehow you're right. Your God's right. I see. Because in your reality, this reality, your limited lifespan, you are right. But the billions of people before you were wrong. So that means now they are all cast into a lake of fire, because your God, your new God, is right. Your belief in this God is right, but your belief in this God was dictated by your parents, and they were dictated by the people that ruled over them. I see. Well, I try to have an open mind. I could be wrong. See, I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to accept that what I believe is wrong. In fact, I can almost guarantee you what I believe is wrong. I believe, though, that we don't have the ability to understand what God is. I don't claim, and I think that anybody that does is a fool, an absolute. I can't claim that there is no God, nor can I claim that there is. What I can say, though, with a good amount of certainty, is that if there is a God, we have no ability to actually comprehend what that means. We don't have the ability to talk to God. God doesn't answer prayers. I think that's pretty evident. God kills without reason, or at least a reason that we understand. So why would you think that God would care about such man-made concepts of sin? None of it boils down and makes any sense. So if there is a God, it's not your God, as the one written down in the Bible. That I can say pretty much for certain. Pretty much. You notice how I leave a little out? Not because I'm afraid, but because anybody who speaks in absolutes is a fool. Nobody can know for certain. I try to live my life, to make myself happy, and I care, to make happy the people that I care about and around me. I try to do good, what I consider to be good, which isn't the concept that is given to me by religion or morality. It's a concept or morality that is ingrained in us at birth. We don't hurt people because we don't want to be hurt. At least decent people. You don't steal from me because I don't want you to steal. You don't like to be stolen from. You don't hurt other people. I mean, this is a concept. These are concepts that predate religion and sin and the Ten Commandments. These are not man-made concepts. These are concepts that are inborn in us, not by God, not by religion. So, if there is a God, I would hope that that God would, if he created me, then he would realize that he created me with faults. I don't see a God who would create us, would punish us while he gave us these faults. Therefore, if he's all powerful, he would just create us without these faults. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm certainly not going to believe something that's foolish. It makes no sense. It contradicts almost every law of nature. Because of what if you're wrong? That is like a childish way of saying, If you're wrong, you die, and you perish and you suffer. So just believe me. No, it's not like that. Critical thinking lays waste to these fairy tales. And if you can't understand that, what if you're wrong and you live life as a fool? Because then that's your only life. If you lived it as a fool, can you live with that? And again, you won't be alive to tell, will you? It's a circular question. What if you're wrong? Well, then I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, I'm not going to perish and suffer the way you think. Because you are wrong. There is no God. There's no lake of fire. And if there is some sort of supreme being, there's nothing that we can comprehend and nothing that you can wrap your brain around. And it certainly doesn't care about your man-made concepts of sin or religion. So what if you're wrong?